Muktar Mohammed is an analyst at Assar Investments. He joins me now to discuss how investors are pricing in the earnings. Muktar, a pleasure to have you join us for this conversation on Closing Bell West Africa. So we've seen 5 straight green close at the equities markets in Lagos this week. What does this tell us?
Well, it's a good news for us. For the first time for a very long while, we've had a positive from Monday to Friday. And this is just all because of the results that have been expected, especially the half-year results. And some of them that have come in have been positive, especially from the banking sector, coupled with the type of news we're expecting in terms of rating agency, talking about the challenges that they think Nigerian banks will have. But fortunately, they seem to have weathered that storm with some of the results that we have seen, with exceptional for 1 or 2 results that were not very, very, very good. But then, again, we are still waiting for the leaders, the banks, the banking stock, aside the first-tier banks like GTB, Zenith Bank, UBE, Access Bank, and that is what is responsible for the type of sentiment that you are seeing in the market now in terms of volume and price appreciation.
So what conversations are analysts such as yourself and your counterparts having regarding pricing in of these earnings that we are seeing and valuations, and maybe outright reflections on the share prices?
I didn't get that question. Please come again, Christy.
What conversations are analysts having regarding the pricing in of the earnings results that the market has seen so far, and maybe if there is a direct correlation between the share prices that we are seeing and valuations of stocks at the market at this time?
No, in terms of valuation, we still think that most of the equities are still undervalued. In terms of discussion, I think we have a positive discussion, and that's why you're seeing that we've seen the type of price appreciation we are seeing in the market at the moment. But in terms of valuation, we still think that some of the equities are still very, very cheap, mostly, especially the first-tier banks. I'm knowing that these are banks that, even with the current situation that we have in terms of liquidity challenge, they are still talking about giving interim dividends. So that alone is a boost to the market, and that is the type of conversation we are having.
And just as you touched on earlier, Muktar, as we await the results coming in from the biggest dogs within the market, we've seen some pouring already. You had my conversation earlier with the group CEO of EcoBank, Mr. Ade Ayeyemi, there earlier. What are your summative thoughts on the results turned in by EcoBank for their half-year 2020?
I think EcoBank result wasn't very positive for us. That's why you've seen the market has not responded positive. You saw the net income was the only positivity there, 4.2 million from 3.2. All other things were decreased 26% in terms of profit before tax. Earning per share also was down, also by 26%. So it's not a positive conversation from people in the market as regards EcoBank results. The only positive, like I said, is in the net income profit that was high. Every other indices in the market, profit after decreased. Only the net income that increased by 18%. Earning per share also went down by 26%. So it's not. Just the negative that we saw in the market, and that has played in the pricing. You can see that there's not been any response from any investors in terms of price movement in EcoBank.
So overall, 5 green closes for the week do look exciting at face value. But Muktar, if we look into sector-by-sector analysis, what sectors are getting the most attention from investors at this time?
I think the banking sector is still getting investors there. Investors are still being excited about the banking sector. The oil and gas sector also is beginning to excite investors, especially with the current in terms of deregulation of that sector, whereby markets are beginning to determine price. And the agricultural sector is not being left out also. People are seeing value in Como oil, Prisco, and I think those are the 3 major sectors that are driving the market. And in terms of the conglomerate, people are seeing value in terms of capital appreciation from stocks like Guinness, which people have not really been looking at them for a while. The price has gone down, but you can see that investors are beginning to queue behind Guinness, looking because of the low valuation of Guinness stock price at the moment.
And to what extent are the positive outcomes that we saw this week indicative of what's to come?
Well, in that case, I don't think we could have, like I keep saying, the people that really move the market, sustain the bullish one are the foreign investors. And as it stands now, they are not there yet. So we'll continue to see the ups and downs. But like I said, the current drive positivity in the market just has to do as a result of those earnings that we are expecting and the earnings that we have seen.